Mullen's fortunes are certainly turning around, but is it enough to actually see the stock rise to $1 this week?
Send it to the frickin' moon, idiot.
Hi again, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. Now, I know that holding Mullen stock has not been a great journey in the long run. If you have been in the stock for over a year, you may have lost as much as 98% of your investment in the company. However, following the news around the company's partnerships and recent developments with the electric management module updates, as well as the seeming for the shareholder position of Lawrence Hardge, many shareholders are holding optimism and that whatever the announcement that has been earmarked for Monday is going to possibly be this catalyst for resurrecting the heavy losses many of you may be carrying in the stock. Now, I've been making non-advice financial commentary on stocks and investing for a few years now. This was a natural content area for me to go into given my interest and academic background in the world of business and finance. But it has been through this experience of making videos and following other speculative stocks where I've come to learn and experience a few things, particularly when it comes to price targets from company news. Now, I do not wish to name other channels or people who are commenting on this, but I have seen some recent price expectations for this week for the stock to be as high as $1. And to be honest, I think this is very ambitious and highly unlikely. Without knowing what the news is going to be on Monday, objectively speaking, a run to $1 is going to be very difficult. The last time the stock traded above the $1 mark was the start of July last year, and in the interim, there has been a lot of dilution. So we're talking about 10 months ago that the stock actually was trading at the $1 mark. So in terms of year-on-year increases in the shares outstanding, i.e. the dilution, the size of Mullen's float has grown by over 7,600% or 76 times in the past year. This is huge. That is a massive level of dilution, and it makes me think that the company is not going to be able to get the stock back to the $1 mark on a company update alone. It's going to take some sort of balance sheet manipulation, such as a massive stock buyback, or what is much more likely, a reverse stock split to bring the stock price back to the $1 mark, which is probably something we're going to be seeing later this year. So that being said, the question of where do I see the stock possibly running to this week? Well, looking at recent history, the stock has managed to get to the 35-cent mark on a few occasions in the past 12 months. However, not being able to meaningfully break through that mark. So I will be keeping an eye on this level of upward resistance to watch out for in the event that the company is releasing some extremely good news. So that's the high end of my expectations for where I think the stock could potentially run to on whatever comes out this week. Before that, the stock has been meeting resistance around the 20-cent per share mark. So that's the level of upward resistance, as well as a psychological level of resistance that the stock needs to overcome on the way up. Now, I know many of you might be thinking, well, what about a short squeeze play? So those that are hoping for a bit of a short squeeze play need to be wary that there is only about 7% of the float currently held short. So it's statistically not high, but also understandable, as Mullen's only has a stock price of 10 cents as per Friday's closing price. There really is not much further for the stock to fall down, therefore not much profit to be gained from successfully shorting the stock at the moment. I do think the company is on a better trajectory after last week, and I am excited about seeing what the big news for the company is going to be on Monday, but I think it is important to temper our expectations with this one in terms of how high it can run to in the immediate. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on where you see the stock going this week and what are your expectations in terms of new developments from the company. Till next time, everyone, may the markets trade in your favour. Cheers.